WVLT News begins now with breaking news.
We have no more missing persons. We've accounted for every person that was reported missing in Cobb County. So that in itself is miraculous.
A moment of relief tonight for some families as all loved ones missing during the floods have been found. An ever-changing situation. That's what officials are calling this historic and deadly flooding in East Tennessee. Thanks for joining us for WVLT News at 11. I'm Lexi Lepoff. Tonight we're learning 4 people in East Tennessee have been confirmed dead. Of those 4 deaths, 2 people are from Cobb County, and 1 person in Unicoi County, and 1 person in Johnson County. Cobb County Mayor Rob Mathis says the good news is that no one else is missing. Multiple agencies are in the county to help where needed. A flood warning remaining there until 8 o'clock tomorrow. Mathis says it's a miracle and testament to the hard work of the emergency first responders who rescued people by land, water, and air.
We're here to help you. Again, just as we did not rest until every single person was rescued, we will still not rest until every one of you gets the help that you need and this is resolved.
They have multiple hotlines set up, and if you need to report a missing person or to make a request for non-perishable food and water donations, we have those numbers for you inside your WVLT News app. And Newport Utilities District issuing an emergency declaration for water operations tonight. If you have water right now, they say you should expect outages to begin over the next 24 hours. They say the storm damaged crucial equipment systems, leaving them unable to circulate treated water. There are shelters and aid stations located throughout Cobb County that can provide drinking water and necessities for those who need it. And just minutes ago, we learned that the National Weather Service extending the flood warning for Sevier and Knox counties until 7:30 Tuesday night. While some people are able to return home and survey the damage, others are continuing to evacuate. Areas that are still closed include the Deerfield Mobile Home Park and Lazy River Lane. The areas you see on your screen here right now are open areas that have restrictions. Sevier County emergency management agencies say certain houses are flagged with yellow tape and are advised to not be entered. The Tennessee Valley Authority is continuing to release a record amount of water from the Douglas Dam. And if you're returning to your home, please remain vigilant as the water levels can rise quickly. And on your screen right now, these are the shelters that are currently open in our area. Keep an eye out, of course, on social media as your local officials post updates about shelters and conditions. Tennessee Emergency Management Agency listing 62 people missing in Washington County and 47 in Unicoi County. While that may seem like a big number right now, officials think most of those people are safe but just unreachable by phone. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation have reached 337 calls asking for information about people in Northeast Tennessee as of 1 p.m. today.
I want to acknowledge the fact that there are ongoing recovery efforts as we speak right now. Our thoughts and prayers are with all the folks impacted by this and all the communities impacted. We have inspected over 100 bridges in the last 36 hours over 7 counties. We still have hundreds to go. As these water levels begin to fall, we are finding additional issues that we are going to have to address, but we are working around the clock with bridge inspection crews as well as recovery teams to assess the level of damage that's out there. Right now, where we are, we have 27 sections of TDOT, the TDOT system roadway sections that are closed. 14 state bridges closed. 5 of those are completely gone. We're still assessing the local bridges. Those have been impacted as well. We have, to this point, done a lot of pre-clearing and debris removal. That will continue to be ongoing.
That was an update from the Tennessee Department of Transportation a little bit earlier today. And those TDOT crews are out right now. And this is at the bridge on I-40 at exit 443 in Cosby. As you can see, crews are trying to assess the damage. This was taken earlier today with the water levels still just below the bridge. And TDOT crews all the way from Nashville on State Route 73 in Cobb County. They were working on drainage and slope failures. And then Region 4 TDOT crews all the way from Memphis and Jackson areas traveling to help. They were assessing bridges. This one in Jefferson City on State Route 34, otherwise known as Highway 11 East. As you can see, this bridge is over some railroad tracks. And we have several schools closed this week. Cott County schools closing through Friday. They then have their fall break before officials say they're going to need to reevaluate. Make sure you keep a watch on your district. If they make any changes, we'll of course keep you updated here. And while roads in Newport are slowly opening up, community members are still in need of help. Today, volunteers are doing what they can to support one another. Our Evan Lasik has more.
A community coming together. This comes after the town of Newport was hit with some pretty severe flooding. Now, volunteers from all over the area doing what they can to help out.
Oh, it's the best feeling in the world to know that you can help others.
Just days after what many call their worst flood in decades, Newport is rallying around each other.
It's an amazing community. All the first responders, emergency services, school system, county government, city government, all working together, and then the volunteers pitch in, stuff shows up, people get taken care of. That's what communities are supposed to do.
Many places offering groceries, personal care items, and especially water. One business owner drove to Newport from Sevier County to see how he can help.
This is something we did out of our heart, out of love. The Lord told us to come here, we came here. God said stop in Newport. He didn't let us go to North Carolina, and we're here. And we started with about $150 of our own money, and God's just blessed it, and the people, the community, friends, family have just donated and donated and donated.
Kurt Van Voors brought his grill with him and has served over 400 meals to people in need of something to eat.
To serve them and to see their smiles. And we got people walking up right now that they don't have water, they don't have power, they don't have no food, they can't cook. Maybe they don't got $20 in their bank account, they need something to eat. So we decided to come and just ingrain ourselves in the community and do what we can through food and get their heart through their stomach.
But food isn't the only necessity right now. Crossroads Community Church taking clothing donations to help.
Simply just sent out a text message and said, hey, we're going to have clothes, we're going to give out clothes, we're going to give out needs, whatever everybody needs, and this is what you see. I mean, people just pour out the community from different churches, different areas. I've had people come in from Marshtown, Dandridge. Everybody's just poured in. How can I help? What can I do?
In Newport, Evan Lasik, WVLT News.
Now, if you are looking to help out, we've heard from a lot of people eager to help. The state is warning you of possible donation scams. They ask you to do your research before opening up your wallet. And starting tomorrow, WIVK will be accepting donations. You can give bottled water, toiletries, and non-perishable foods. Southern Freight Services in Morristown is lending a semi-trailer for the items.
I know what they're going through. I know kind of like what they need. So we decided immediately here at Tallulah's to do a give back. So a portion of all of our proceeds are going to those victims. We went out last night and bought bottled water and toothbrushes and hygiene products and granola bars. And then WIVK tomorrow morning, we're going to have a semi truck there to stock the semi.
Now, that was Nancy with WIVK, and if you would like to donate, you can drop it off at the WIVK studios at 4711 Old Kingston Pike. We got more information for that in the WVLT News app. And we've been getting calls and messages from people looking for loved ones. We're still working to figure out how many people are unaccounted for as rescues are continuing tonight. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has established a missing persons hotline. You can call the number right here on your screen, and they say callers should be prepared to provide as much information as possible to help identify that person. And today was supposed to be the Ring the Thunder for childhood cancer to raise money. Unfortunately, this was Bauer Field today from the Ring. They have rescheduled the event for October 26th and 27th. We do now want to get to your forecast. First, our meteorologist, Jacob Durham, is with us tonight. And Jacob, you are tracking some light rain for us, but hopefully not enough to impact those already high river levels.
Yeah, that's right, Lexi. Thankfully, some of those rivers beginning to come down. Others are still high, and that's why we have that river flood warning that is out for areas of Sevier as well as Knox County and then back into Cott County as well, mainly for the French Broad River that is still very high. But the radar and cloud track actually showing some improvement for tonight. still that area of low pressure that's spinning back just to the east of Nashville. But if we zoom in a little tighter, not a whole lot going on in terms of showers. There may be some areas of mist and drizzle that didn't pick up on radar earlier today. You can see a few of those areas across Morgan County, now kind of in portions of Anderson and Scott and Campbell. Of course, we'll keep a close watch on that, as well as over towards Claiborne County, a little bit of that light rain up towards Williamsburg and Barberville. This is a bunch of ground clutter, not a lot of that reaching the ground, but you can see even a little bit of that light rain kind of over areas of Knoxville. We will continue to keep a close watch on that. Cloud cover still firmly in place. Temperature sitting at 66 in Knoxville to 66 Oak Ridge, Tazewell 64, Harlan at 66, Oneida 64 to 66 down in Madisonville. Overnight rain chances though very spotty, but we will track a few scattered showers into your Monday. We'll let you know how long they stick around and when warmer weather is on the way in that first alert forecast.
Thank you, Jacob. And always remember, you can download the free WVLT First Alert weather app. It brings you updates based off your location. And if there is a flash flood warning issued for your area, it'll be straight sent to your phone. And today, units from the Knoxville Fire and Police Department deployed to different Tennessee and North Carolina counties for disaster relief. This specific group was deployed to Carter County. They helped make contact with residents isolated by the flooding. They also helped the National Guard deliver supplies. And take a look at this. Different Knoxville crews helped gain access to Elk Mills on the North Carolina border and helped assist the National Guard in delivering supplies. You can see what looks like they had to cut their way through the downed trees and debris. Crews there say the area saw major damage. In western North Carolina, still remains one of the hardest areas hit in our region. Take a look at this behind me. This is what Asheville looks like. The sheriff in Buncombe County confirms at least 30 people have died, and they expect that number to rise. Sheriff Quentin Miller says rescue missions continue tonight, but they realize they might turn into recoveries. Duke Energy says a majority of its customers should expect their power to be back on by Friday. The National Weather Service says the rainfall beat the previous record for the entire month of September in just 3 days. In the Biltmore estate announcing they are temporarily closed as they assess damage to its property.
Mountain towns across Appalachia are cut off. Nearly 300 roads are impassable in western North Carolina alone. There has been no power or cell phone service in the city of Asheville since last week, leaving panicked relatives unable to reach loved ones.
That's my neighbor's house. It's gone. That's crazy. I literally just looked. I cannot believe that. There was a whole house right there.
We spoke to one homeowner in Marshall, North Carolina, who didn't leave until floodwaters were waist deep. When she returned today, the neighborhood was swept away.
Their house is literally completely gone. My neighbor's house, his trailer is up against my house.
Today, authorities rushed to airlift supplies and restore communications with devastated communities.
People are desperate for help, and we are pushing to get it to them. A massive effort. Many people are cut off because roads are impassable.
Long lines for gas are snarling busy roads in hard-hit South Carolina, where at least 25 deaths have been reported, more than any other state. In Florida, where the storm made landfall on Thursday, the recovery is just getting started.
I'm Jason Allen in Cedar Key, Florida, where there's damage from one house to the next, and you will find this extending for hundreds of miles to the north.
Heather Greenwood has lived on Cedar Key for the last 5 years and manages the town's bed and breakfast.
So many of these island people work so hard and they've just lost everything.
I think we want to get touring this afternoon, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis said the damage from Helene appears to be greater than the combined effects of Idalia and Hurricane Debbie in August.
The thing is, Idalia was a major hurricane, but you had homes that didn't even have major damage with Idalia. Some of those homes were totally destroyed. I mean, it was really, really catastrophic.
The governor said most Floridians impacted, except for people in places like this, could have their power back by tonight. Now, we talked to the owner here. She wasn't even going to come back here today because she said there's really nothing left, as you can see, to come back to. In some cases, the only thing they have is the memories that they are finding in the mud.
And we're continuing to track some scattered shower and downpour opportunities on the way for your Monday, and then drying out a little bit by Tuesday and Wednesday. However, we are tracking more rain down the road. We'll let you know when coming up in that WVLT First Alert forecast.
Today is Gold Star Mother and Family Day. Dozens gathered at the Ramsey House to honor the families who have sacrificed. It's held every year on the last Sunday of September. And Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon says it's important to remember those who sacrificed, but remembering that includes family members as well.
So it's really important that we remember their names, that we remember their stories, and that we remember the survivors who sacrificed their sons, their daughters, their brothers, their sisters to protect the freedoms that we here enjoy in our country.
This day is a small way for citizens to show their respect and their appreciation for the Gold Star family's lost loved ones.
Your First Alert forecast with meteorologist Jacob Durham.
Quiet night for us, but some showers for some.
Yeah, Lexi, definitely continuing to track at least a few spotty showers out there through the evening hours. Thankfully, those are beginning to kind of wind down for us. We still got the cloud cover around and probably some areas of fog developing as we head into your Monday morning. So keep that in mind for the kids that are heading off to school tomorrow. And if you're heading off to work as well, live look from Sevier County, pretty quiet out there. No raindrops or any fog to speak of at this hour. And of course, a lot of things beginning to kind of quieten down now as we're wrapping up the weekend. Now, as we head into the beginning part of the week, it's still going to stay dreary out there. Unfortunately, we've got more clouds and showers as we head through the overnight. You can see just how isolated, though, they are. They're stray to spotty at best as we head into our Monday morning, which has kind of been a downtrend over the last 12 to 24 hours, which is good news. I know a lot of us probably like, okay, let's just cut the rainfall off. Let's get the sunshine and get that cleanup process going. And we are going to see plenty of that as we head throughout the upcoming week, which is some good news to kind of talk about. But even if you're heading out the door tomorrow morning, especially across southeastern Kentucky, as well as portions of course, the northern Tennessee, we could see a little bit of that rainfall as we head into tomorrow. So that's something to keep in mind of. Rain chances only about 1/10 of an inch to maybe 1/100th of an inch at best overnight. 63 degrees though, the overnight low tonight. A few showers out there. Winds are light and variable. Sunrise coming at 7:31. Make sure to have the WVLT First Alert News app. That'll be the best way to get alerts for school closings in case your child's school district is closed tomorrow. Of course, we're looking at sunrise 7:31, 63 degrees with those few showers out there, and definitely want to make sure to go ahead and send them with the rain jacket or the umbrella once again. But as we head through the day on Monday itself, there could be a few isolated to scattered showers as we develop through the afternoon. We may actually see some breaks allowing a little bit of sunshine. That'd be some welcome news. Didn't see a whole lot of that today, of course, as high temperatures rolling around 71. But as we head closer to 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, there are some of those scattered showers and downpours. Most of the rain remains fairly light for us, which is good news. I have the latest track and those totals for you in the WVLT First Alert Weather app. But the big story this week, more sunshine, some warmer temperatures as well. Average high this time of year right around 78 degrees. We're warming up pretty nicely as we head Thursday into Friday. In fact, by then, I think we're at or just above the average mark, as many areas are going to be back into the low 80s. So forecasted rain coverage, here's what we're looking at for you during the day on your Monday. Scattered showers and downpours out there, and then we'll kind of see those temperatures and rain chances going the opposite direction. Rain chances come down for your Tuesday, and then as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, that's when those warmer temperatures are set to move in. Futurecast as we head through the day on Tuesday itself, continuing to show that we could see a few of those spotty showers out there as we head into the lunch hour, and those will kind of drift off towards the south with time, and then that's when we'll finally begin to kind of see things clearing out. More sunshine on the way for your Wednesday as we look at your First Alert 8-day planner. 75 degrees on your Monday, 77 Tuesday, so that warming trend happens pretty quickly out there for us. By Thursday, Friday, we're sitting back into the lower 80s. Of course, we are keeping a watch on Saturday in case you have any plans to tailgate here as the Vols travel to Arkansas to take on the Razorbacks. I believe John Satori, that is a 7:30 kickoff next Saturday evening. Of course, we'll keep a close watch on that, but temperatures are warming as well.
Thank you, Jacob. And we've seen the effects of the hurricane right here in East Tennessee. And right now, Georgia is also feeling those impacts. Our station in Savannah spoke with a man who thought it was just going to be a normal day out on the water.
It was supposed to be a normal day out on the water.
The wind brought me here.
Until strong winds from Helene had other plans for where this man would be staying out on Tybee.
I didn't know it was the road until I seen the cop go by.
The man, who goes by Huck Finn, has caught the eyes of many Tybee locals and visitors traveling across 80. That's because Finn, along with his dog, are currently stuck on this boat alongside the highway, claiming the strong winds from Helene carried him there Thursday evening.
But, yeah, she was ready to sink. She was, like, up to this side, all in water.
At one point, he said he feared for both his and his dog's lives.
Had my pup in there trying to stay calm, and I thought we was supposed to die.
Thankfully, he and his dog made it out okay, just unable to move from their spot alongside Highway 80. Now he's waiting for high tide to allow them to get back to Back River Beach.
So I had to cut anchor, and it brought us here, and we're just waiting now for the time and tide.
Locals have taken notice, stopping by to check on Finn and his dog, even bringing them both food and water.
Creedy, he's got so much food that's coming out his ears now. So, yeah, for that, I love him. And yes, absolutely, every one of them.
As Finn waits for the tide to rise enough to get his boat back to the water, he says he's just enjoying how much kindness and hospitality locals have shown him.
Happy Sunday, everyone. Don't be too sad about the work week starting up, because you've got a reason to celebrate. Another AP poll released earlier today, and every Sunday it's been good news for Vol fans. Today, no different. Tennessee rises one spot from number 5 to number 4. And even though the Vols were off following Ole Miss's loss to Kentucky and Georgia's loss to Alabama, Tennessee still able to rise. The Crimson Tide take over the nation's top spot from Texas. They fall to number 2 after a win over Mississippi State. Ohio State is ranked 3rd. Utah fell the farthest, 8 spots from 10 to 18 following a loss to Arizona, while BYU enjoyed the biggest jump, 5 spots from 22 to 17. 8 SEC schools are ranked this week. Lady Vols soccer back in action. The 25th ranked team in the country welcoming in Vanderbilt out of Nashville. First half, no scoring from either team. This woman, a big reason why. Ali Zazara protecting the net nicely. Nice save off the header. Incredible. 5 saves in the first half for Zazara. This one gets past the keeper, though. In the 56th minute, Sydney Watts gives Vandy a 1-0 lead. Tennessee keeps fighting, though. Under 10 minutes to go. 82nd minute. Mac Midgley ties us up in the dying embers. Penalty kick, free kick, hit over the crossbar. We leave with a tie. 1-1. Tennessee runs its unbeaten streak to 8. It will welcome Missouri to town on Friday. An up-and-down season for Tennessee volleyball continued today on the road against Oklahoma. First set, Kate Schnell at the service line. Kate Schnell's got a service ace, but Oklahoma takes set 1. Let's go to the second set. Same story. Free ball heads over the net. That one dug up. Second chance for the Sooners. They take advantage. Oklahoma 1 set away from a sweep, but in set 3, the Lady Vols show a little life. How about a block party hosted by Kiki Granberry and Peyton Chapman to keep Tennessee alive in this one, but not for long. In set 4, Oklahoma ends it. Look at the play from the libero. Oklahoma downs it, and they down Tennessee. Lady Vols maybe clinging on to that top 25 spot. We'll find out later in the week. They fall on the road 3 sets to 1.
And we're continuing to track some scattered showers and downpours on the way for our Monday. Turning spotty as we head towards Tuesday with the details in the First Alert forecast.
Thank you, Jacob. And make sure you download that First Alert weather app. Have a great night.